Hi there, Leo. Welcome to your reading for January 2025. We have quite the year ahead of us. There's quite a lot of astrological events happening in January that makes us look at things strategically with a plan and taking care of our own emotional needs, really. So the 30th to the 31st of December, depending on where you are in the world, there will be a new moon in Capricorn, and the new moon is planting the seeds for the cycle to begin, like the lunar cycle. So it's planting the seeds, and since it's happening in Capricorn, you want to set intentions, clear intentions and directions on how to go about, evaluate your ambitions so that they align with your long-term vision, and consider your responsibilities and disciplined steps that you need to take in order to achieve your goals. The 1st to the 2nd of January, around there, the moon enters Aquarius, which highlights what needs to change. The 6th of January, Mars retrograde enters Cancer, and you need to focus on your emotional needs and tend to your emotional garden, really, and be very patient with yourself. And this cycle asks you to look within yourself and look at your emotions. The 13th of January, the full moon is happening in Cancer, and this is where we're reaping the rewards. Cancer is a bit of a homebody, very emotional, and Cancer is also ruled by the moon. So tend to your emotional garden. Once again, Cancer is coming in and asking you to do this, but also taking care of the people around you, if it's close ones, or Cancer is a little bit protective that way, isn't it? So the closest ones to you need to look at. The 19th of January, the sun enters Aquarius. So you focus a lot on your future, your hopes and your dreams, and looking at how you can push yourself out of your comfort zone and find the little bit of the rebellious spark inside you to push for new, the unconventional, and look for that spark inside you that actually pushes you out of your shell, basically. The 29th to 30th of January, we have the new moon also entering Aquarius. So plant that rebellious spark and get the ideas going and aligning with your life right now. I feel like there's a lot of emotion coming over me when I'm saying this, so that's why I'm stumbling on my words a little bit. Look at how these rebellious thoughts and ideas can propel you towards the future. And your idea, the word idea is coming up a lot. I don't know if you have a lot of ideas right now, Leo, but make sure you acting on them, because by that time, by the 29th to 30th of January, you have both the sun and the moon in Aquarius. So there's a lot of maybe new ideas coming in. I'm not sure if that's what I'm picking up on. I just want to say ideas. But I've cleansed, before we actually get into the reading, I also want to say that 2025 is a collective year 9. Sorry about that. Collective year 9, which is the last number in a numerological cycle. So it's the last step before the 10. The 10 is the 1 and the 0, the magician and the fool, the new beginning, really. So 9 is closing out. And the last time we had a number 9 collectively was 2017. So take a look at what you've learned from 2017 until 2024, now going in 2025. Make sure that you take a look at what you've learned, what you've experienced, and incorporating even harder lessons into a new glorious future. take a look at what you need to shed for the new year. And 2025 is also the year of the snake, and the snake always sheds its skin. It's being reborn, we can say. And this year is probably going to be all about being reborn and preparing for a new chapter in our lives. So welcome to this reading. I've cleansed your space and meditated on your cards. I will just do a little last cleansing here. So before we get started on your reading, beware, there's going to be 3 loud sounds right now. All right, let us begin. So we're going to do a Celtic cross today. I'm going to try and not take too long doing this. We're going to start looking at your past energy going into this reading, into January 2025. What is the past energy of Leo coming into January 2025? I'm asking Spirit to give me 1 card, please. 1 card. I'm truly grateful for your wonderful energy. And there we go. We did not get 1 card. We got 3. Go again. What is the energy, Leo, is entering January with 2025? Everyone's watching this reading. There we go. Thank you so much. 2 of Pentacles, balancing. The balancing act. Patience, balance, priorities, adapting to change. You've got the turbulent water in the background. Let's see if you want to focus here. Come on. There we go. You've got the turbulent water in the background with the ships sailing the turbulent water and a man balancing 2 pentacles. He's not looking unhappy, but he's balancing as good as he can. I don't know if you've having trouble adapting to change, but I feel like there's a kind of a good balance going on here. I feel like it's not too hard, not too easy. It's been walking the path of the middle, dealing with the opposing forces. And you've been luckily adapting to change. Good for you, Leo. Number 2 is also the balancing. And we've got 2 ships, 2 pentacles, and balancing the energies of the pentacles. That's absolutely great. You've been doing a great job. I just feel like I need to let you know that you have been doing a great job. It's not easy with the world as it is right now. It's there's a lot going on, really. We also want to look at the hopes and fears of January 2025. I asked Spirit to give me 1 card, please, to give to Leo. What does Leo need to know about either hopes or fears? 2, 3 cards. I'm asking Spirit once again to give me 1 card. Hopes and fears. Oops. We go with the Knight of Swords then. It's the one that really popped out. So Knight of Swords. Propelling forward in a really fast motion here. On the horse, the Knight of Sword. Drive, speed, ambition. Getting really having to look at this mane of the horse, like the mane is just blowing in the wind, really. It goes fast. Are you scared that either things are going to be going too fast, or it feels more like a hope that something needs to go fast? You want speed, you want the ambition. Maybe you've been feeling a little bit stuck balancing away on the pentacles here. Ambition. The only thing about this, right, it's a good card to get. It's fresh, isn't it? It's fresh. There's a lot of speed to it. But just be aware and be a little bit strategic, since it's a sword as well. It has to do with your intellect. Be a bit strategic about how, things that are too good to be true. Things that are too good to be true are usually too good to be true. Beware of obstacles and what can actually be hindering you in the future. Be a bit strategic. That's what I'm getting from that. With a lot of ambition, but be aware about, any obstacles in your way. Make sure that they do not get in your way. And that's why you're also getting in a reading to pay a little bit of attention to. It's not just positive. Things also comes with a negative. It doesn't have to be that negative, but you need to just be aware of your planning, your strategy. But go fast. I'm happy. Just go fast. It's a very positive card. We want Leo's spirit guides, guardian angels, and ancestors. I'm truly grateful for you. We want a card that represents Leo's present energy. Where is Leo right now? Eight of Swords. And it came out like that. I feel like you're coming out, because since I want to put it like that, right? It's either or to me. Swords are double-edged swords. They can do harm, they can do really good. But this is a card of self-victimization. I don't like to use that, but you yourself are putting the blindfold on. You yourself has tied yourself up. You yourself has done that to you. But I feel like since it came out backwards, that I want to leave it like that, but I'm going to put it upwards for the sake of this reading. And you coming out of that Eight of Swords. And that's really what I'm picking up here. Like, you seeing the truths. You see that there might be a mountain to climb in the background, but it feels like you're coming out of this energy. And it could have been really hard before Christmas, or, there's a lot of money everywhere in commercials. And I'm just wondering, you've been doing the balancing quite all right, and you can see now what you need to do in order to get ahead. I feel like you're coming out of this energy. What is the crossing energy of to the Eight of Swords for Leo? What is the crossing energy? You also have the unconscious here, the subconscious here. Maybe you're guided by your subconscious, but what is the crossing energy for the Eight of Swords here for Leo? Please, spirit guide, guardian angels, and ancestors. I'm struggling a little bit with the cards today. I need one card for Leo. Could I get one card for the crossing energy for Leo? What does Leo need to know about this energy? Wow, there's a lot of cards coming out. Is the crossing energy for Leo? Can I get one card, please? What is the crossing energy? Thank you so much. The Six of Cups, nostalgia. It came out as crossing as well. That's beautiful. Six of Cups, nostalgia. You have the castle in the background. This is the castle you've been building. The Six of Cups. The Six of Cups. The journey towards harmony. So it ties in beautifully with this. So it's the road to, and the journey to harmony, nostalgia, happy moments, reunion, happy memories, sharing that, a bit of community in there as well. Past versus the present is kind of making friends with it, which also ties in that to the feeling that I got here, that you're coming out of a moment of that you realize that you blinded yourself, really, like you made yourself a victim. You're coming out of that. Beautiful. So that's amazing that we actually got that that quickly. And we're just getting that as a confirmation. Thank you so much, Spirit Guide, guardian angels, ancestors. What is going on in your current mind, Leo? What are you consciously working towards? Your conscious, your knowing. Nine of Wands in reverse. thank you so much, spirit guides, guardian angels, and ancestors. I don't tend to read reverse as a bad card. It's more of an inward that you need to be looking at, and reverses always go up in the uprights after you've overcome it, right? So this will go into the uprights, but the Nine of Wands, you have heightened awareness, but there are elements of isolation, resilience, pushing towards but very close to a goal. Channel new, or go with the fire you have. You might have been running out a little bit of fire from all the balancing, and which is also probably what you've been feeling here. You've been fighting hard and you've been fighting diligently, but you're fighting with sticks, so it's mostly play, but it still has left you maybe one or two bruises. Maybe one or two bruises that you would not normally have had, it being a normal month. But you're coming out of this energy, and this will go into the upright. And this maybe sensation of isolation is inwards. So might also be that why this this card and this crossing energies, the Six of Cups, is a little bit of nostalgia and happy memories, and be happy, and somewhat of community. Yeah, it's covered in flowers here. Flowers in the tarot are hard to grow, so you need to tend to your emotional garden, which also ties into the astrological events of the new moon in Cancer. So take care of yourself, Leo, please. We have the subconscious, why something has not worked your way, or why it has. I feel like if you've been struggling a little bit here, why has it not been working your way? So more, this is a key to knowing the mystery, like the understanding of why it's not been working exactly as you've been, or seamlessly, as you've been doing a great job, but as seamlessly as you might have wished it to, maybe we could say. So what do Leo need to know about their unconscious? The King of Pentacles. So the King of Pentacles, here we have, well, it's the idea of the kings are always a figure of authority. Grapes in the tarot are really hard to grow, as are pentacles. So you might have been fearing that you will not be, might not be abundant. Is that what you've been struggling with? Because you've been struggling with the pentacles. You need, this is also a card in reverse. It will go upright, so you will step into the energy of the King of Pentacles in January, and once you got over, and maybe this is exactly what you needed to hear for you to see what needs to be done. It's a card of abundance, efficiency, accountability, which also ties into this, because I feel like this is going upright. So you're taking accountability, but you've been scared of taking accountability. Did something happen here, or is it just a general energy? Might just be in general energy. It might actually have happened something with pentacles here. But I feel like since you've been balancing it, I think you're balancing it, but you might be a little bit too scared that you might not be doing enough. You might not feel like you are doing enough. You're not giving enough hard work, but you need to also take care of yourself in order to do that hard work. In order for you to share with people, you need to share with people, but you also need to take care of the things that you can share with other people. You need to listen to your higher calling, take that blindfold off, and take accountability of the goods and the bads that you have done. I feel a sense of being very proud of you Someone needs to be proud of you. I think you should be proud of you. But you don't need to be scared that you are not good enough, or that you can't do more than what you actually do, because we can only do as much. We're not human beings. We are actually, wordplay, we're not human doings. We are human beings. So you need to also be accepting, I think, that abundance is already around you, right? But the balancing act you are doing is has been working great with the energy that you've been coming into this month with. But in order for this card to be upright, you need to be fair. You need to take accountability. You got power with this card. You got the utmost power. Don't be sitting and keeping to yourself. Don't keep your resources to yourself. I'm not saying that you need to go out and spend loads of money on other people, but also I mean, like, see when you can actually give a little bit more than what you have. And that's not only necessarily to other people, but that could be, since it's reversed, towards yourself. Towards yourself. Don't be a little bit stingy and not invest in yourself. If there is a passion project here that you've been struggling with, you've been scared, and this has all been in your head, this fear. Knight of Swords, you want to propel forward. Yes, you want something to go very quick here. You hope that it will. I don't know if there's a big bill coming in, or that you're scared that something's going to be more expensive than it actually is, or your project has not accumulated as much prosperity as you have hoped or even expected at this point. But spend, pentacles are not only about money, it's about the material things, about giving yourself a tangible thing to appreciate and to show your power with, show yourself your power, and that you are actually sitting on a throne. Subconscious energy is about, it's good to be frugal, but keep it balanced. It's really important to keep it balanced, because that's the energy you're also sending out into the universe. That if you're saying that you don't have enough, then you will not have enough, because that's what you're telling yourself. You are creating the universe inside yourself, right? So let's go to the energy of you. Could I please, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels and Ancestors, have a card that represents Leo in January? Could I please have a card that represents Leo in January? You got two cards again. I'm going to go with it this time. Got the Ace of Wands and the Page of Wands. So this is about your passion project still again. Passion project with the Page of Wands. New opportunity, experience, exploration, excitement, a new beginning, new idea, vision. And you need to balance your idea with your execution. We have also the Ace of Wands. It goes into reverse, so I think it's within you. Ace of Wands represents new beginnings, energy, innovation, inspiration, impulsiveness. It's the first step in act of creation. And it's a fire of intention. You're a fire sign, Leo. The desire, the passion, guiding like a torch. In the night, you've got the castle in the background there. I feel like you need to get your energy a little bit straight here. It's a great new project that you want to launch, that you're not sure if you're going to launch yourself into. It will go up right. It's a new beginning, and allow this new beginning to happen. It's a new beginning, 2025. Embrace it. It might come with some wondrous new opportunities. But in order to flip this Ace of Wands that the universe is giving you, reaching like you need to reach for it in order to grab it. You need to grab hold of it with both hands here and accept it from the universe and not be so scared, right? The environment around you, it can affect you positively and negatively. Let's see what the environment is doing for Leo right now. If you want a new opportunity, it's probably a great one. You just need to see in your heart if this is the one for you, or if there might be another one around the corner. I also felt I need to say that. What is the environment around Leo that might be affecting, or that they need to see? Thank you so much. We got another 2 cards here, right? We got the Ace of Swords in reverse. Ace of Swords is also another new beginning. The sword is double-sided. It can do good and it can do bad, right? Ace of Swords, new beginnings, breakthroughs, sharp mind, raw strength. You know, there's potential for power and success, but the sword is double-sided. It depends on what you do with the energy. It could either break or it can cut, like, you know. The 5 of Swords, there's a change, possibility, victory with a consequence. Victory with a consequence. Oh, I'm getting a feeling here of her looking at the other person and don't know if she should stab her in the back or not. I feel like that is a bit heavy. What's going on inside your mind, Leo? Why do you feel that? What is going on there? I think you need to work on trust here a little bit. I think you need to work on trust here a little bit. Seek resolution rather than deciding to stab someone in the back, right? It's going inwards. This is the energy around you as well. Do you feel like the world around you is a bit sharp? Is a bit, doesn't know if you're gonna be cut or if you're gonna need to cut. It doesn't need to be so brutal. It doesn't need to be so brutal. You don't need to fight. You don't need to fight. But take responsibilities of what you're saying and what you're doing. But you don't need to fight. You want to focus on a little bit of community. It's not great, you know, cards for what's going on in your environment around you, but it could also shape like you, or show why you needed to balance it if you're in a bad relationship or something, or yeah, it's a double-sided sword. You decide whether to do good or bad, but cut one time, and in that cut you needed to have decided whether or not your intention is pure, right? You wanted to go fast. You still have a lot of swords. It's a lot of intellect. It's a lot of thoughts. I feel it's a lot of thoughts. Also, stop living in your own head, because I feel maybe the environment around you is not only that you are in a sharp environment. It could be that your environment is in your head. That you might need to get out of your head. You've got great ideas. You don't know if you should do it or not. You got so many aces here. Aces. It's beginnings. Make them upright and make them work right for you, right? We want to see the short-term outcome for you here in January 2025. If all these cards goes into upright and everything that you were working on is actually, you're working on your energy and doing things and taking things into consideration and knowing that the sword does not only help, it also hurts. What is the short-term outcome for Leo here? What is the short-term outcome for Leo? Actually hearing, please pull a few more cards on these. So what does the 5 of Swords and the Ace of Swords mean for Leo in environment? Can you tell me a little bit more about that? Wow. Okay, the Hangman, a new perspective. You need a new perspective. And the 2 of Swords in reverse. You've got a few good swords here. You need a new perspective. This is a card of Pisces. It's a war, you know, the element of water, it's a maybe if you ask the question. Sacrifice, release, don't be a martyr. Be open to awakenings when they come. He's hanging there, upside down, out of his free will, to get a new perspective on the world, to maybe even gain enlightenment. He's hanging there out of his own free will. Maybe you need a new perspective on things. And like I said earlier, that it doesn't need to be this or that. You know, you just get out of your own head. I get here. Get out of your own head. The episode is used with wisdom and knowledge. It's a double-sided sword again, but it's balancing act. Should I do it with good or should I do it with bad? And it also has to do with these things I've already said about your cards. Do it always with good intention coming from your heart. Patience, balance, indecision, different choices, stalemate. You might have been feeling stuck in your head here, Leo. It might not be a clear winner here, but you need a new perspective on things. That's what I get. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels, and Ancestors. I'm leaving this card right here. You're still in frame there. So I'm asking, what is the short-term outcome for Leo? Jesus Christ. He's just going to give me 2 cards today. The World and Ten of Pentacles. So the World, you know, is a major arcana card. It has to do with, you know, I feel like I want to say blessings with the stars around here. The World is fulfillment and harmony, completion. I belong. You need to get out of your own head to belong. You need to, you know, realize that you're actually doing something good here, Leo. It's a card of an absolute unity and accomplishments, and this is also tied in with the Ten of Pentacles here, because the Ten of Pentacles, you know, it's stability. Hard work pays off, but you balance that with unrealistic expectations. This is a balanced card. Ten of Pentacles is 1 in the 10. It's the beginning of the new journey, is preparing you for the next. So there is, in your short-term future here, there's a lot of prosperity as long as you can get out of your own head. I know you want to go fast. I know you want to get out of it. But, you know, beware of the obstacles. There's great potential in the short-term future here for you. See what... You know, I'm also getting invite closure here. It's a circle. Invite closure to the environment, and I feel like once you get the environment and focusing on community, you are realizing already that you're not a victim. You're only a victim of your own circumstances, and you don't need to fight anymore. You are sitting on your throne, you're working very hard, but look at what you're working at. There's a new opportunity coming in here with your energy. But it's kind of like you're resisting it a bit. But, you know, from everything what I said, and if you're working, I've really drawn to these cards. There's a lot of swords here. Get out of your head. It will be working greatly for you. We also want to know the long-term outcome for Leo. What is the long-term outcome, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels, and Ancestors? Please. What does Leo need to know? What does Leo need to know about the long-term outcome? There's 2 cards again. So Temperance, Death. Okay, so you're being reborn, you're going inwards. Temperance. Temperance. The middle path. Patience and finding meaning. I feel like you're going to go through a spiritual awakening here, Leo. It's an absolute wonderful beginning to have. It might be a bit difficult. Death is the death of the old you into the new you. And look, I even said the keys about your subconscious, and I got very drawn to the keys that are here right now. You are going to go through a spiritual awakening. You're going to climb the mountain, and you're going to plant your feet into the mountain, the challenge that you've been climbing up on top. And you're going to take that star and put in your lantern, the lantern of your enlightenment. This is beautiful. This is absolutely beautiful. You finished on 3 major arcana cards here, Leo. It's and you 4, let's say, then, because this is in your short-term outcome. Wow. Oh, I feel a bit like I'm tearing up a little bit. You're gonna go through maybe a hard time, but the one who will be there for you is you. And all paths always lead back home to ourselves. Gonna balance. Gonna. I feel. Wow. I feel a bit. This is a Sagittarius card. It's connected to fire. The Hermit is earth. Contemplation, searching inwards and getting to your source. Death of the old you, shedding your skin. Like I said, 2025 is the year of the snake. The snake always sheds its skin. Temperance. Finding balance through difficult energies. Balancing the subconscious and the mind. This is absolutely beautiful. I'm just going to ask for 3 cards to close your reading off, Leo. What does Leo need to know about what has been covered here? What does Leo need to know? The end of a tough cycle approaches. Exactly what I've said. That's absolutely insane that it ties together like that. I'm so truly grateful. Spirit guardian angels and ancestors. The full moon in Capricorn. We have the new moon coming up in that Capricorn. Like I said, 30th to 31st of December. So end of a tough cycle approaches. So you just need to deal with this. Get out of your own head. The end of a tough cycle approaches. The end. Death of a tough cycle approaches. And you will probably, be renewed. What else does Leo need to know before we close this reading off? Do you have another card for Leo? I know that we have. You're very close to achieving your goal. You're very close to achieving your goal. I don't know if there was another message there for someone else that you were very close to achieve your goal, since I said it wrong first, but you are very close to achieving your goal. You got new goals here. You want to go fast. Do it with intention. Do it with purity, and you will be greatly rewarded in the long run. Get a new perspective. Prosperity lies ahead. Yes, prosperity, 10 of Pentacles. And prosperity just as in a, spiritual awakening. Well, Leo, this was quite an intense reading. I'm truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. I'm going to need to finish off there. If you like the reading, please like the video. And please leave a comment underneath if it resonates with you. Because then I need, since I'm beginning here, I want to see if this concept is working or if I need to change anything. Just let me know. I'm so truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. And I see you next month. Bye-bye.